back to the channel, Real Life Dietitian. It's Saturday night and we are doing a cereal taste test. So many times I do not recommend cereal for my patients because it typically has no nutritional value, lots of sugar, lots of carbs. I know a lot of people eat it for breakfast because of its convenience, but it really just doesn't pack that much nutrition. But today we're going to be trying out some of these higher protein, lower carb, keto type cereals. We've got 5 different ones that we're going to be taste testing for you. So we'll give you our review and our thoughts and you can check them out. So first up, you want to start on this end or this end?
I think on this side.
This side? Okay, so we're gonna start with Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon is a super popular cereal. For a long time, you had to order this online. I think at one point you even could do this by subscription, but now you can get it. I've seen it in Target. I purchased mine from Kroger's this past week. So Magic Spoon comes in at $10.69 per box, so it is not cheap. For 1 cup of cereal, I've got some nutrition analysis for you on the cereal itself, and then we add a really high protein milk to our cereal. Today, we are using, what we always use, is Silk protein cereal. It's made with almond cashews and a pea protein powder. So this comes out to be 10 grams of protein per cup. We're gonna use just a half of a cup of this milk to 1 cup of cereal. So when we do all that together for this bowl, it's gonna come out to 205 calories, 17 grams of protein. I typically aim for at least 20 grams of protein in a meal, so that's just shy of that mark. 17 grams of carb, which I consider on the low end for a meal, and 1 gram of fiber. So let's try out the Magic Spoon, everybody.
Yeah.
Did you get some, Laura? I'm gonna get you some. Get some, Ella.
Good.
It's good. It's very good. Okay, so that one was really good. We got the cinnamon flavor because that was all my store had. It definitely reminds me of more of a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So that kind of what it reminds me of. And the texture is really good too. Sometimes I worry about that when they're using these high protein blends for the grain. The texture isn't always mimicked, but this one was very good. So next up is the Ratio Keto cereal. And I do buy a couple of these products. I actually get the Ratio protein yogurt because it comes out to 25 grams of protein. So this is a product I often buy. This one was better on price. It was $8.59, but with my Kroger card, it was $8.09 a box. So about $2.50 cheaper. When we add our milk to it, this is gonna come out to 195 calories, 14 grams of protein, 21 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber. So slightly less protein and a little bit more carbs. And we're gonna try this one out. This is the Cinnamon Cranberry Almond Crunch. Did you get some, Laura? And it's got a lot of this dried fruit in here, which is probably where that little bit more carbs is coming from. You did? Did you taste this one yet?
No. I think I'm gonna taste it again. I need to try strawberry. Mommy, I think I'm gonna taste it again.
Okay.
Yummy, yummy, yum. Ooh, blueberry mixed.
Okay. So this one, the flavor of the berry is nice, but the texture is a little bit different on this one. It's not as crunchy. It's not as sweet. The cinnamon, I'm not finding the cinnamon in there like I found in the other cinnamon. Do you taste the cinnamon in that one, or does it taste more plain to you?
Mommy, this one is so
Well,
sweet.
hang on.
And this one is so mushy.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one next.
I think the rest is so
Taste normal? You don't taste the cinnamon? Okay, it's okay. Next up is Premier Protein. Premier Protein makes several different products. Their Premier Protein Shake is probably their most popular item. So again, this one is the best price out of all our boxes. This one came out to $6.39 a box. It actually came out to $4.29 with my Kroger card. When we add our milk to it, 245 calories, 25 grams of protein, 16 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of fiber. Now, I'm a little bit leery on that 25 grams of protein. Premier actually came out with their shakes at one point, and there was a disclaimer on there that the shakes saying they contain 30 grams of protein did not actually contain 30 grams of protein. So, and again, this is a whey protein base, so it's not going to be as highly absorbed. So it, you know, they're putting a lot of emphasis on it being very high protein. I don't know that you'll really get all that benefit of protein out here. But let's see, the taste is the real big important factor for us, right? So we're gonna try. What did you think about this one? Oh, also on this one, I noticed that out of the whole box, I could see like one strawberry, which more already ate. There was one berry out of the whole box. So you're getting mostly the cereal flakes. And there's a little bit of almonds. You did? Was it good?
Where'd it go?
Mm-hmm.
What is the what
Okay, that one, the texture is a lot better. This one kind of reminds me of Honey Bunches of Oats cereal. So it's got a good taste and a good texture to it. So that one's pretty good. All right, next up is Three Wishes. I hadn't heard of this one before. And this is another cinnamon flavor.
I think that's gonna take the best.
You think that one's gonna be the best?
Yeah,
okay.
We have a lot of stuff.
When we add our milk to this, it comes out to 195 calories, 13 grams of protein, 22 carbs, 3 grams of fiber. So a little more carbs and a little less protein on this one. And kind of in the middle range of all these cereals, comes out to $7.49 a box.
I haven't tried it yet.
You didn't? Did you try this one, Laura?
You try it.
I will. All right. Go ahead. That looks pretty good too. Pretty in line with the Magic Spoon. So really good cinnamon flavor in there. I do taste a little bit of what tastes like either like an artificial sweetener or a monk fruit. I'm getting that kind of after. I'm looking for the ingredients list on here. Yeah, it does have monk fruit in there. So I'm getting a little bit of that aftertaste from the monk fruit, but the texture is nice, and you can definitely taste the cinnamon there as well. So that one's good. Maura seems to really like that one, huh?
I need
that one's your favorite? That one's your favorite too? It's definitely the sweetest so far. Okay, and then last up is this Wonderworks Keto Friendly. So we have another keto cereal. This is another one I had not heard of before, but grabbed it. This is a peanut butter flavor. So with our milk, comes out to 235 calories, 24 grams of protein, 14 carbs, 3 grams of fiber. It was $9.59 a box, so a little more on the high end side. A small 50-cent discount with my Kroger card. So let's see for the protein. This one has a whey protein in it as well, which is why it's so high. All right, so let's try. Did you try the peanut butter out?
Yeah, but I'm trying.
It's pretty good. So the flavor's good. You can taste a little bit of peanut butter. It doesn't scream peanut butter quite as much as our cinnamon flavors are, but it is still there. The inside is a little bit drier. You get kind of a weird texture when you crunch into it, but I mean, it's still, I would eat it for a breakfast. It's still really good. So which one, girls, was y'all's favorite as far as the taste goes? You liked the Three Wishes? You like that one too? That was your favorite, Maura?
That's the sweetest.
Okay, that one definitely was the sweetest. You could really taste the monk fruit sweetener in there. My favorite is, I don't know, I really liked the Magic Spoon because I liked the flavor and the texture both out of the same box. And then the other one that I was really surprised that I actually liked because it's close to a cereal that I used to eat a lot was the Premier Protein, because it reminds me so much of the Honey Bunches of Oats cereal. I wish it would have had a little bit more berries in there.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed of that.
You were disappointed. But I mean, you can't beat the price on this one. So I liked the most expensive and the least expensive were my two favorites. Well, I hope that helps you kind of decipher through some of these, because they're not cheap just to try out a box and think that you totally hate it. So maybe our taste test will give you a little bit of guidance on that. But let us know in the comments if you've tried any of these cereals, or maybe any other high protein cereals that you've liked, what you recommend. We hope you like it. Thanks so much for watching. Hey y'all, welcome back. I just wanted to add a few little more comments on our cereal taste testing that we did. So a couple things as we went back and looked there. I wanted to see what the protein sources were for the cereals, and there was only one cereal that did not have whey protein in there. Plant-based proteins are going to be, number one, easier to digest and absorb, but also if you're, say, following maybe a vegan diet, you may be wanting to stay away from dairy as well. So the one cereal that would have fit that category was the 3 Wishes cereal, and its protein source was chickpeas and then tapioca. So that was the really truly only dairy-free or vegan option out of the 5. There were some gluten-free options as well, 3 of them. The 3 Wishes, the Magic Spoon, and the Wonderworks cereal were all gluten-free. So that just kind of, if you were looking to make some more dietary adjustments, that might be something to take note of. Again, cereal is not necessarily going to be the most balanced meal. It typically is going to lack things like protein and fiber, which is why it can often lead to lack of satiety or feeling of fullness. You may notice if you're eating a bowl of cereal, although it's quick, convenient, light, low calorie, it doesn't typically sustain you for very long. So I like to encourage my patients to include a protein source with all meals. One, just to get adequate protein throughout the day, and the other is for satiety purposes or keeping you feeling fuller for longer. Some other quick and easy breakfast options for you might be some of those overnight oats that we've made, a protein shake. That's something that you can even, when I make a protein shake, I'll prepare mine the night before. And that way the morning of, I just have to get up and put it in the blender. So that's a quick option as well. Other quick, convenient breakfast options that really pack in a lot of nutrient density might be something like avocado toast used with a whole grain bread, because then you're getting lots of fiber and then you're getting healthy fats from the avocado. Sometimes I'll even top my avocado toast with a chopped up boiled egg. I'll make boiled eggs a couple days in advance because they store in the fridge really well. Chop them up, add some salt and pepper, and in the morning I'll just put my toast in the toaster, usually something that's low carb, like a thin sliced bread, something that's whole grain. I'll even buy the avocado already made, like Holy Guacamole or Cabo. Those are both some that will make the mashed avocado or guacamole ready to go for you. Smear that on there and some of those eggs. That's a great breakfast. You can also find things that are protein based, like your Kodiak cakes. I know makes pancake batter, waffle batter, but you can also buy the frozen toaster waffles. So you can pop one of those in your toaster and maybe add some almond butter or peanut butter on top of that for added protein. Maybe a whole grain toast with some cream cheese and everything bagel seasoning. Just some other quick ways. I know a lot of times we're in a hurry for breakfast, and most of our convenience breakfast foods are going to be highly carb based. So I just wanted to give you some other options that you can do. Even maybe a very high protein Greek yogurt if you wanted to do something a little on the lighter side. Your breakfast also doesn't have to be first thing when you wake up in the morning. If you find that you're not very hungry first thing and you would prefer to wait till a little later in the morning, sometimes that will help eating that later breakfast, because then you're not going into lunch quite as hungry, and that can help with portion control there too. So you may have to kind of play around with what works best for you. But I just wanted to do the cereal video because it was something I was curious about. Again, for many years, a lot of patients have asked me, you know, what can I do for a quick breakfast? I really often go to cereal, and is there a healthy option? And for many years, there were not healthy cereal options, but recently there's been a few, so we wanted to give them a try and share with you. I would not rely on any of these cereals exclusively for breakfast, so I always think it's good, no matter what you're doing, to have a good rotation, a good variety of different types of proteins, grains, fruits, and vegetables. That way you're reaping all of the benefits of those. So again, let me know in the comments maybe what your favorite cereals are, or maybe your quick and healthy low carb breakfasts that you like and what works for you. I hope you enjoy, and give me some feedback. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that we can put more content out for you. Thanks so much.